told you we was giving you the okay back today to make a way. He gon' die today.
All right, man. We're here with Xavier Jones.
Yes, sir.
How you been?
I can't complain, man. Trying to stay healthy.
Yeah, for sure. A lot has happened since the last time you were on here. Yeah. So I just kind of want to recap. I know the first time we talked, you said you didn't really like the social media comedy where we were doing skits and stuff. But you kind of got into that, so talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, I think the first one that really hit was the Heaven one, and it was just something I had like made like a month prior to dropping it, and I was just sitting on it because I didn't think it was that funny, but like I put it on Twitter one day, you know what I'm saying, put my phone down, went to sleep, and I woke up and it was like jumping, so I had to get on it.
For sure. Was that did Corona kind of affect that a little bit because you weren't able to get up on stage as much?
Yeah, I kind of had to get on the skits because like after March they shut everything down.
Yeah, so as far as like, I know some people have been able to do like bigger name comedians and able to figure stuff out, but is there anything like open mic, anything at all been going on?
No, they've been doing shows, but like open mics is dead, so it's like the only time you get to get on stage is like when it's serious, you know what I mean? Ain't no practice, none of that. It's just like,
so what is that like? I know like being a comedian, like I know I wasn't at the first interview, but I'm like real into comedy. Like I would never do it, but I'm real into the.
Why not?
That's not my personality. I wouldn't be the one up on. I'm not good on stage in front of people. But like I'm real into like the art of it and just like comedians. Like I watch a lot of podcasts and stuff. But I know it's real important for you to be able to work out jokes and kind of like work them in a little bit at a time and figure out what works and what doesn't. So how are you able to write material without practicing?
It's really like trial and error. I mean, that's pretty much how you had to do it. So like I was literally getting up there when it started getting back up in like July. I was getting up there with jokes that I had never told nobody before. So it's like, you know, I have some that like really hit, some I thought was gonna hit that didn't. But yeah, pretty much trial and error. So every show, most of them I'll do like 90% of like jokes that I already know gonna hit, and then throw in some new ones to see what's up with it, instead of just doing the whole new thing.
You got on TV actually too, so talk about what that, just talk about how you got on TV and what that was like.
Yeah, that one happened in February. I started doing comedy in Omaha in September of 19, and it was this one lady, she owns like a slot, so they have a Omaha comedy slot, they do it like once every 2 months, and she had seen me live a couple times. Basically extended her hand, and I got to open up for the closing dude, Kill Theatric. He's out in LA right now, like on some big boy shit. So it was cool.
Okay, so what was that like, seeing yourself on TV and sending that to your mom? And you know what I'm saying, like that's a big deal for real.
Yeah, it was wild. I was more appreciative of how fast it happened. Cause I had just got on it, you know what I mean? I had only been doing it for like 4 or 5 months, but I was appreciative. It was really like an out-of-body experience.
Like, I don't know what it's like for you, but I've just heard stories of like, is there dudes that have been in there for 10 years and not really hating on you and stuff like that?
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, it's love, but it's like dudes that been, you know what I'm saying, doing it for like 20, like, let me give you this advice. And it's like, I appreciate it, but it's like, bro, if you ain't went nowhere in 20 years, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what kind of advice am I gonna get from you?
Sure. So I'm interested in like bombing.
Oh, yeah, that's
so
terrible.
Talk about like, have you ever just got nothing at all?
Yeah, I did a show, because I first started doing it at UCO, like 15, 16, and then I did a show New Year's Eve, 17, I want to say, here in Lawton, and bombed, bro. I'm talking about like, it was at somebody like mixtape release party, so wasn't nobody trying to hear no jokes anyways, but I bombed. Like, it was so bad I never did it for like 3 years. I was like, comedy ain't for me, I'm just joining the Air Force, you know what I mean?
So, like, they just weren't feeling it? Was it new stuff, or what was it?
Yeah, it was new. It was a combination of like, the setting wasn't right, ain't nobody trying to hear no jokes, they trying to hear music. And then I went up there with all new shit, you know what I mean?
Okay, so it was that bad? Like, you just, I can't tell a joke again for 2 years?
Yeah, it was terrible.
Yeah, okay. So kind of get into, like, what you got going on now as far as the skits more and just kind of like what you want to do with that?
Yeah, as far as skits, I'm really, my main thing is really just like investing in myself, trying to, you know, get like the technical aspect, like as far as like a good camera, because all my skits have been like made right here, you know what I'm saying? But that one me and Deshaun did was tough just because of like how professional it actually looked.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, from this point on, I want all of mine to look something like that, as opposed to just being on some, you know, made it off the snap type shit.
For sure. And then you were working on a show recently, right?
Yeah, it was gonna be, I had got it lined up. It was gonna be me closing, Gennaro, he was gonna host it, a bunch of other people, Willie McClain was gonna get on there, D-Boy said he was gonna get on there, like a whole bunch of people from the town.
Okay, so it got postponed, right? Or
Yeah.
Is that something you're gonna be able to reschedule and do again?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So do you have any like dates on that as far as anything?
I don't, because I only get to come home like rarely, like, you know what I'm saying, like maybe once a month. But it wasn't just scheduling issues. Like, I ain't want motherfuckers to come out there and get sick because I wanted to tell a joke, you know what I mean? But hopefully when this shit calms down a little bit, you know, we can get popping.
For sure. Is there anything that you haven't been able to do like because of Corona?
Yeah, just like you were saying, work it out, you know what I mean? Like, and it's like anything, like a sport or whatever, like if you don't do it for a while, you're gonna be a little rusty.
You gotta practice for sure.
Yeah, so the first time I got back on after 6-7 months, like I was trash.
And I feel like people don't, like I said, I'm really like, I like kind of understand. I feel like people don't really get like stand up if you miss one word or like miss time one little thing, like it's not gonna hit. So if you don't know it, like getting to practicing, it's gonna be hard to land stuff.
Yeah, like it's a bunch of comics that say they just go up there and like spitball and freestyle. I mean, hopefully, you know, I can get there at some point, but hell no, not right now. But it's really that small though. Like one word can throw off the timing of a whole joke. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
What is your writing process like? Like, are you? Well, first of all, where are you getting your inspiration from?
Really, it's just I'll be kicking it with the homies. We'll be sitting around talking or whatever. You know, bullshit. And I'll say something. I'll be like, that's funny. You know, I got a reaction out of the room. Cool. Jot it down. Go back to it later and then kind of tweak it a little bit. But that's pretty much all it is. Like I really don't sit down for like 30 minutes and write because I get brain blocked.
Yeah.
Writing
So
block.
you're basically taking funny stuff from life and turning it into a bit instead of like sitting down and writing up.
Yeah, because I think it's more genuine when you do it like that. You know.
So as far as like the future, what are you looking at?
Well, I still got 2 more years on my contract, you know, before I get out of the Air Force. So really, I'm just trying to, I guess, fine tune my craft. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully, when I do get out, I can take a leap and go somewhere, you know, where comedy is really big. But I'm definitely gonna get the show, you know, popping off because that's something I always wanted to do. Because it's a whole bunch of funny people from the town that I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying, get on it.
For sure. And I feel like the way shit is going now, like comedians have spread out. Like everybody used to be in LA or New York, but like that they were so tight on the laws and stuff. Like people are moving, so like it's a lot of places you could go to.
Yeah.
For sure, that's dope. So where do you see yourself in 5 years?
I want to be like a writer on like a writing staff. You know what I'm saying, for like a show like Big Mouth, like a cartoon or something like that. It's like I don't want to be like the big, you know what I'm saying, like flashy dude. I guess I just rather be behind the camera as opposed to in front of it. Like ghostwriting jokes with somebody else or something like that.
So why? That's kind of what? I mean, why are you in stand-up then? I mean, not.
Yeah.
Like that's kind of a 2 different lanes. So talk about just kind of that.
Yeah, I think it's I didn't realize it until I started doing skits that I enjoyed the writing, you know what I'm saying, skits more than the actual stand-up thing. Cause like it's as exciting as it is, man, when it goes bad, it's terrible, bro. I'm talking about like niggas don't be wanting to eat. I be like, fuck that. Niggas be like, I'm trying to go out. I'm like, nah, nigga, I just bomb type shit. Like, so I mean, I definitely get the enjoyment from it, but like as far as like being like one of those big names or whatever, I'd much rather somebody know my work as opposed to me. You know what I mean? Like you know, everybody knows like the Boondocks and shit, but not too many people know the guy that created it. You know what I mean?
For sure. Yeah, no, I get that for sure. That's kind of, when you ask why I wouldn't do stand up, that's kind of my philosophy. I couldn't.
Yeah.
But
I'm telling you should try it though, bro.
Nah.
You get one good laugh, bro. I'm telling you. Like, I got the bug now.
I couldn't do it, bro. I don't think I could get a laugh. Like my stage presence is not. I don't know. But I could tell a story to y'all or something, but I couldn't.
Yeah. I mean, but like really, like I was saying, that's all it is. You know, it's just shit. Like if we were shooting the shit, I'd be like, yeah, that story was funny. I'll get up there and say it.
Yeah, but I think the fear of bombing, like you said, and doing bad, I don't know. But I appreciate stand-up, and that's one of my favorite, you know, watching YouTube and Netflix specials and stuff like that. That's what I do most of the time. I don't just watch TV. I can't listen to music all day like some people can. I gotta find something to like think about a little more. So I like comedy a lot. But man, I'm excited, you know, to see what you're doing. You know, I've been knowing X since forever.
I'm on West days.
Yeah. You know. So man, you know, thank you for sitting down with us. Hopefully you can do it again soon and catch back up with you when you got some more stuff going on. So,
for sure. It's a pleasure. Appreciate y'all having me.
Yep.
Yo, what's up? It's Xavier Jones, 580X Jones on Instagram, Twitter, all that. I'm giving you the OK.